go, folks.
Is it?
Yep.
It's on.
Yep.
Dude,
you hear me?
I can hear you.
We're podcasting.
We're podcasting.
Dude, this is awesome.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
I can hear you too.
Dude, crystal clear.
Dude, welcome to Mostly Superheroes.
Dude, we're here.
This is it.
This is it.
This is that. Remember that I kept telling you I'm starting a podcast.
Yeah, and you fucking did it.
This is it. Well, this is this part, and we'll see see how far it goes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, I'm Logan.
Hey man, I'm Adam.
And again, welcome to Mostly Superheroes. This is episode. Sometimes podcasts start off like episode 0.
Yeah.
Like introductions.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that's what I'll do with this.
It's that prelude.
It's like the what's it gonna be?
Yeah.
And we'll talk about what it's gonna be because we don't know.
Yeah. This is that first chapter in a book that messes you up.
The prologue.
Yeah, the prologue.
What'd you say? The prelude?
The prelude.
That's all the same thing, I think.
I think so.
Fact.
I think one's a car, a Honda Prelude.
You know what? This is like where the listeners just fact check us.
Yeah.
Because I don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Quit fucking talking about preludes and prologues.
That's right. Like, what's this podcast about?
Yeah,
That's what people in the car is like. What is this show?
Yeah. These idiots.
This one's mostly superheroes, man. We're gonna
It
talk about our favorite shit, which I'm gonna just go and get out of the way. MCU heavy.
Yes.
Like, this is a show. This is gonna be like 90% probably MCU.
100%,
But I mean, we're gonna talk about all the other stuff too. But it's gonna be a mix of everything, which is why I went with mostly superheroes. Which, hey, credit where credit's due. My fiance Carrie, who's upstairs at this point, probably already in the bubble bath.
Yeah.
Probably already bubble bathing.
Got the bomb bath.
She bought a bomb. She bought a bomb at the store. So she's gonna do it. So anyway,
nice.
I've been told I haven't took a bath. I haven't taken a bath in a while.
As a 31-year-old man, I might take a bath here and there.
Dude, I'll say I don't know. I'm too big.
Epsom salts.
I'm too big.
You're too long.
Dude, my feet hang out.
You would look like a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, like in the water, like barely covers like the middle portion of you, and it's just not. I feel like if someone walked in, like she walked in on me,
like that's it.
She'd be like,
Actually, get out of my house.
Actually, could you go?
Yeah, dude, get your shit. Put a shirt on and get out of my house.
But dude, all right. So credit to her.
Yeah.
She actually came up with the title. So because like we were talking about what the show is about, and so just for you guys that are listening now for the first time, this show is about we're gonna talk about stuff that I like, and like Adam's gonna be like a regular on the show.
Yes.
All right, he's gonna be back a lot. Just stuff that we enjoy watching, that we both like to watch, or if I'm on my own, like something that I might like to watch. So MCU heavy. A lot of DC stuff. We have a lot of DC stuff to talk about nowadays. HBO is like revitalizing the DCEU. So we got to talk about some stuff.
That's what you've been saying. And I'm excited to learn about that because I'm heavily Marvel.
Right. And well,
Marvel.
DC's kind of shit the bed in the last 10 years.
Exactly. They haven't really put out any content that's like, okay, I've seen one. I don't want to think I want to see anymore.
Exactly. And I told you, I grew up a DC fan.
Yeah.
So like I was literally like converted.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was converted from the Marvel movies. I was like, okay, this is like these guys get it. Like like they're making stuff that I'm like, this is exactly what you've always wanted out of a superhero genre. Like the crossovers, this guy fighting with this guy, like all the different story arcs, but like tucked into this massive saga. Like they did it.
It seems like the DC characters are definitely err on the right side of justice more so versus the Marvel characters.
Oh yeah, well there's like, and also like there's just not a lot of depth there. But hey, we'll get there. We'll get there. So we're gonna talk about that. We'll talk about Star Wars stuff. Like I'm a big fan of all Star Wars things. Really, Mandalorian is a great show.
It really is.
And then just like miscellaneous shit. Like I watch Succession on HBO. Maybe we'll do an episode where we're like reviewing the last episort of that. Who knows? But we'll always make sure that you know what you're getting ready to listen to.
Yep.
We'll have good descriptions and you'll like have a heads up. But dude, I do have a kind of elusive agenda. If you want to just dive in.
Let's dive.
All right. So I thought it would be most fun to start with where we are in the MCU.
Because
let's just jump into like the schedule.
Yes.
Right. So I didn't mean that this was supposed to be like a pop up. This is my first time doing this, but it was supposed to pop up like that. Like whenever you're watching, it just popped up. It was up there the whole time. So you've had a sneak, but it's all right. They've had a sneak preview at what we're looking at here, which is the upcoming schedule.
It's so crazy because we've been in quarantine, right? There hasn't been movies. There hasn't been anything released. So it's just like the anticipation, man. And now, like looking at all this, it's just like revitalizing back in my head, right?
It's like a mindset that we were in, and also let's just say like there's a lot of bad things about COVID timing, you could all say, but like the truth is, like, we got lucky that Endgame got done
100%.
because that wrapped up. Well, even Superman or Spider-Man, Far From Home, like got to wrap up Phase 3.
Yes.
Yeah, great flick.
Yes.
And so at least we got to wrap that up, and like the only delays we've had to deal with are the new stuff.
Yeah.
Which let's just dive into. So first up, dude, I didn't even realize this. Falcon and Winter Soldier is next month.
Oh shit.
So it will always be like a couple weeks behind. It's July 9th. So that August 2020. This is from GamesRadar.com. Like it was very recent, as of like last week. Is that true? Is that
I think it is, dude.
Like, what the heck?
I really think it is. Like everything that I've seen on like YouTube or any link that I've stumbled across is August for sure. And what we're gonna see in this, dude, is gonna be bonkers. We're gonna see the evil Captain America,
dude.
Oh
So we haven't really talked about kind of like a premise of our comic book knowledge, so you guys can know. Like, for one, me, Logan, like I'm like the movies pure. I didn't grow up on comic books. I like there's like 10 comic books right there. That's like literally the extent of all the comic books I own. But you have a little bit more of a knowledge.
I do, and I wasn't super comic book based growing up. I mean, I had them, I read them, in the cartoons. But what really sparked me into like the whole kid thing again, right? Making you feel like a kid was the movies, right? And it kind of reverted me back to like, oh shit, I forgot all these kind of things happen, and all this could happen, and this because of what I read growing up, or the cartoons that I watched.
Cartoons. Now that's
cartoons.
Now I was big on the cartoons.
Oh man,
like X-Men.
Yeah, and Marvel had it going on the cartoons.
Spider-Man.
Back in the day. The Spider-Man, X-Man. Didn't they have a Punisher one?
If they did, I didn't see that one.
Okay. Maybe it was just it. Maybe
those are really the two biggest ones that I watched
Spider-Man
Marvel-wise.
and X-Men.
Like, those were definitely the biggest ones.
Dude, and if you watch cartoons, you have to watch the Disney, the Avengers Assemble.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't care how old you are.
It's a good. Like,
you watch it.
I've actually wanted to start picking up some more animated stuff.
Dude, it's really, really good.
Okay, well then that's on my list. I haven't been taking advantage of those channels enough.
It kind of semi follows the MCU. It's same villains, right? Same kind of thing going on.
Like similar storylines.
Similar
Who's
storyline.
fucking flying here? You see it?
Dude, he just flew past
and
my
just
head.
so you know, you can cuss on this podcast because
Hey.
I just did it.
I like that. Fuck yeah.
All right, so back to Falcon Winter Soldier. Get and talk about this storyline. So just so you guys know, like, we're gonna like theorize ideas about what could happen, but like it's gonna be from my movie knowledge and like some of maybe like you pull from like comic books you remember. And also, I don't know if I've told you this, but I have some friends that are like comic book experts per se that own like thousands and thousands. So we'll have sometimes them come on and kind of give us some more background, right? But what we anticipate, though, okay, so what's his name? Anthony Mackie.
Yes.
He just got quoted last week. This is from Den of Geek, and it's in this article. If you notice, I'm just making sure I want you guys to know that this isn't all coming out of the air, and like a lot of these
It's accredited.
And these people like do the digging and like they have like the connections of like they try to like find out really what's going on. So kudos to all you guys out there, because without these sites, this podcast isn't even possible.
Yeah.
So Den of Geek, they had a quote from Anthony Mackie. I don't know if they conducted the interview, but he said that they basically are shooting a 6 to 8 hour movie.
Yeah, I saw that.
And that he said that the people on set were like, we've never seen a TV show filmed in this style at this format.
Dude.
Remember like Winter Soldier?
Yes.
That's what I have in my head.
That's exactly what I have in my head. And from all the visuals of any of the trailers, I have that in my head because that's what it is. That's what it's going to be.
That's it.
Yeah, 100%.
What do you know about this evil Captain America? Do you know much?
I don't know much about this one.
Because I've seen like in the teaser, he's like legit running like in front of a crowd and like has a shield, it looks like, and he's in the outfit. And I'm just I'm like I don't know shit about this guy.
I think what it is, and I could be wrong.
You can guess.
This what I read. I think I want to say I read this on his like profile on Wikipedia. I think what he is like they go into with like the Accords and how everything is
Sokovia Accords.
Yes, everything's so governed now,
Yep.
right? Everything there's a limit and restrictions on all the superheroes.
You got to follow the guidelines.
I think they go to the guy that they think is more capable of being Captain America.
Like he'll play by the rules.
He'll play by the rules, right? Because Anthony Mackie is an Avenger, and he's really not dead set into the whole Accords thing.
Yeah.
Anymore.
Right.
So I think they go to this guy, and what I think he's like a secret agent for Hydra, and it spirals.
Really?
down.
Like
Yeah.
so Hydra might make a comeback.
Yeah.
Because Hydra like fell,
Mm-hmm.
and then Shield, and like it turned out they were behind Shield, of course. Look back at Winter Soldier and that storyline, even Agents of Shield for you deep fans that are watching like that stuff. But like Hydra was gone, but like I do know that like Hydra, like makes a comeback.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna have to.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're gonna see here in the Falcon and Winter Soldier. I think we're gonna see the return of Hydra and Shield. I don't think either one of them were ever gone.
Like obviously there's gonna be a lot of political things at play here, and so like whenever that happens, the storylines are always fueled by like agendas.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's just gonna be like, all right, there's an agenda here. I've read that Anthony Mackie's Sam will be like he's the new captain because Captain like gave him the shield, but also like people will be like, well, who is this guy really?
Who's this guy wearing the Captain America
And
suit?
like they don't know anything about like the combo and like the history of the team. Like they don't care because they got these agendas. So I think that'll probably be the big struggle. And I've read about that, and that hopefully I've read this too, but who knows that by the end of that first season he will be like wearing the Captain America colors.
Yeah, he's gonna have to be.
To where it's like you set it up in season 1 and then season 2 is just, or you pick it up in the movies, I guess.
That would be awesome. I think I agree with what you're saying. Like maybe the last episode,
right,
where it kind of segues in, like maybe like the first Avengers, where we saw Thanos and we're like, okay,
yeah,
there's something bigger going on here. I think if they do that and then segue into the movies and keep doing his character arc and character development, not just in the show but into the movie, I think that would be awesome, man.
It would be cool. Yeah, it'd be really. And in Marvel style, we're gonna get like some kind of end credit scene at the end of, hopefully at the end of the show. Because
I think, and the MCU probably thinks this as well. What's a more iconic scene? Anthony Mackie picking up the shield and taking the mantle of Captain America in a TV show where who knows how many people are going to watch, or a movie that's going to be released and they know they do big box office numbers.
And also like it's also like that's a good way to like appeal to all the fans.
Exactly.
Because honestly these shows are really for us, like the diehards that are going to follow it all the way through. But like say you pick up Doctor Strange, which we'll talk about that in a bit, and Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse of Madness, and then all of a sudden Captain America Sam jumps in. For you, that the last movie maybe you saw was Endgame, you're going, that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't need all the context, but like we want all the context.
Exactly.
Like we can't wait for this show.
Which I know a lot of Marvel fans are going to be watching this show. A lot of people are going to get Disney subscriptions for these shows. But I would assume the views for the show to the movie are very different.
Yeah.
Like there's probably a
it's
lot.
Like you mean like the point of views of like what we're seeing.
Yeah, and there's just a lot more people rushing to the movie. Going to be rushing to the movies to see a movie.
Yeah, you see the movie like with the shows is gonna be great because we're gonna get like all those layers of like what's it like to be like Bucky Barnes right now.
Yeah.
Like other than like he's got that fresh haircut.
Dude, he's got the super fresh haircut.
He looks so like he just looks like a regular American guy
American
now.
dude with that Wakanda arm.
Oh man,
he's just a cultured American dude.
Yeah, he lived. Yeah, he's like I did a bout in Africa.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, he's like a contractor.
Like, where were you for years? He's like, I was in Africa.
Yeah, he's
doing I was doing African, relaxation mode stuff. Like, remember like in Infinity War where they bring him the arm and he's just like tossing hay with sheep. And like they're like, here's your arm, we need you to fight. And he's like, okay, all right.
It's probably smoking peyote.
Is that what they do?
Dude. I would imagine in Wakanda they're doing something, man.
Oh man, Wakanda.
They have to be doing something. They have to be doing something that's.
They got the vibranium.
They got the vibranium.
I bet vibranium makes crazy drugs.
Well, here's the thing.
This got like superpowers.
What Black Panther takes to become the Black Panther, you can't tell me that's not a drug. That dude goes into a deep hallucination.
And and they go to that Lion King type place.
Exactly.
Like where like you're in Lion King town talking to your dad.
That's a drug.
And like
I want
and it's just from like eating that flower.
Yeah.
Or is it it's like the purple flower.
Yeah, it's the purple flower.
And then what's his name? Killmonger. Yeah. Remember he like burned it all.
Yeah.
I was like, why do you burn it? Like just store it.
Yeah, dude, don't be a dick.
Like you only took that once and it can be taken away.
Yeah. And now you just want to ruin it for everybody?
Black Panther 2.
Dude.
That'd be wild.
Beyonce? They cast Beyonce for
Are you serious?
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going down the line. All right, so next, Black Widow. So we got Falcon Winter Soldier in August, Black Widow in now November.
Dude.
Did you hear about the spoilers?
No.
So for you and for the listeners at large, I'm not going to say the spoilers because we might not.
Yeah.
But there are like major spoilers out about this movie.
Mm.
I just read the headline just like because I knew that they weren't going to spoil it big in the headline. Like I just want to see like the takeaway of the spoiler because it'd be something.
Yeah.
I'll explain in a minute. But there are like more specific ones that I've accidentally glanced over that I'm like I don't want to know any of that.
Uh-huh.
Like so we don't need to touch on those.
All right.
Unless you want to talk about them.
Let's dive in.
All right, so
We're here.
So the first one is that Black Widow. At the end of the day, I don't know if you've read that. This has kind of been common knowledge for a while. It takes place between Captain America: Civil War and Infinity War.
Okay.
So it is not like it's like she goes back to Russia.
Okay. That changes my whole what I thought.
What'd you think? What'd you think?
I thought it was gonna be a prequel to the whole shit.
To her an origin story.
To an origin story. Yeah.
And that's what everybody. That's what me too, to an extent. And but like people were like upset.
Hawkeye was a bad guy at one point.
And like, see, I don't know anything about that. I still don't know who was playing Taskmaster.
That's where I was leaning. I was on the side. I was on the air of. But it was going to be an origin story. It was going to be an origin story for her. And I really thought, for some reason, in me, Hawkeye was going to be Taskmaster.
Well, yeah, he was. I mean, yeah, I know. And like he had obviously Taskmaster had obviously seen him before.
Yeah.
And like they always talk about that story Budapest, and you think like maybe this is about that. Mm. Well, apparently not. Apparently it's going to be like a story of her going back and us kind of living through her memories with her. I'm sure. Okay. You know what I mean? Yeah, so it'll be pieces of an origin story. Yeah. But it's not going to be solely it's going to be future past, probably side by side. Mm. So the big takeaway is that she's passing the baton to this Florence Pugh.
Okay.
So I guess that's like her sister or something.
Okay.
And that's going to be the next one. So that was the big spoiler. So
that's crazy.
It's wild.
Because that takes away, we thought, when we had another theory, we thought we were going to see a multiverse here.
Well, honestly, that's what I was hoping for.
Yeah, 100%.
Because if you have the multiverse, like Scarlett Johansson's a young actress.
She is.
In my mind, what is she, 40? Like, not even.
No, she can't be. I mean, she is.
We'll have to look that up.
Good job.
Yeah, you're killing it.
Yeah, good job.
Her and Colin Jost.
Yeah, 100%.
Just living it.
Dude, that's crazy. But man, if it's not the multiverse, which I guess it does make sense, right? Is Black Widow the movie, the type of movie? Is an agent movie the type of movie you want to introduce like other realm?
But see, that's why I like Marvel, because I would say yes. Because I would say just go for it. Like how funny would it be? I think this would be awesome if like you're watching the movie and it's like this is an origin story for Black Widow and she's in the Red Room and she's doing all this stuff and you're like, okay, origin story. And then like she's fighting like with the Avengers or something. It like flash, and then like all of a sudden she's like yanked through a wormhole, and like that's how it ends.
I mean, that would be cool.
And you'd be like, we have to have her. And like that, cool. you hear like Bucky Barnes or somebody be like, grab her, and like you just like you see their face and you know that like it's our Bucky, our Falcon, with like another Bucky and Falcon on the other side. Like it's totally different. You're like, oh my god, what the. And then it ends. Like that would be such a cool Marvel thing to do.
It would be,
but it sounds like it sounds like that's not the case.
It really, really would be. But would that be really cool for fans that know the entirety of the MCU? Think about like somebody that's just going to see the movie.
Yeah,
that would be confusing.
Yeah,
you'd be like, what? What's going on here?
Yeah, well, it would, but like they've done like weird stuff before. You know, I'm trying to think of examples, but you know, leave it to Marvel to pull some shit like that and be like, we're just gonna try it, but. Yeah. Either way,
kill it if they do.
But I mean, it'll be good, and it seems like we're gonna get like a cool, like probably some cool villain set up. Mm-hmm. We're gonna get like a new lead actress set up. Like that's exciting, and like maybe the end credit will be like this new person meeting Peter Parker or something. Like,
that would be awesome.
That'd be cool. Just set up give us something.
Yes.
Because the next thing.
Because this is Phase 4.
Oh God! I knew I was gonna do it.
No!
I literally knew I was gonna. Here, let me grab a towel.
Spillage. Oh man.
I literally knew I'd do it.
Yeah, it happens.
That's why you got towels on standby.
Yes, sir. That's funny.
First pod, guys. We didn't even talk about the fact that we're drinking wine and just hanging out.
That's all we're doing.
Just talking about Marvel stuff.
We're doing what we do at the bar, but just at a table.
Yeah. For you guys listening, I just spilled a whole glass of wine about. I got a little bit left. Actually, I saved quite a bit.
Yeah, you really did. Or you just had a really full glass.
Well. That's a separate problem.
Yeah, it definitely is.
There was no way we're going to do this without alcohol.
No, God, no.
All right.
Alcohol makes everything better.
Okay, really we feeling good about... All right, we'll wrap up Black Widow. Mm-hmm. All right, we'll see what we got next. I actually forgot what I even have here. Oh, dude, of course. So you got Falcon Winter Soldier, Black Widow in November.
I'm excited about this.
Now we got, in 2021, I forget the month, but Doctor Strange 2.
I am excited.
This movie, yeah, this is the one to look forward to.
This is the one to look forward to.
Like, this is the one that's going to, like, fulfill your childhood dreams.
I think there's a lot, yes, and I think there's a lot of reasons to look forward to this. The Fox buyout it's gone through. This is going to be a very, very, this is going to be a good movie to introduce any mutant.
Yep.
With that being said, Blade.
Oh, man. Do you think that we're going to get the introduction to Blade in Multiverse?
I think it's a good movie to see.
Because MCU, we're going to say stuff like, you know, we haven't heard of a lot of these characters ever.
I think it's going to be.
So you have to find a way to bring them in.
Yeah. I think it's going to be more horror-ish.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a very, very good movie to introduce Blade.
Now, yeah, you're right. And now I heard it's going to be like kind of a horror movie.
Uh-huh.
I also saw that Kevin Feige came out and said, like, okay, we said that there are some like thrills and scares. He's like, this isn't really a horror movie. It's like a mind melt movie. Dude, all right, let's just talk about Doctor Strange 1.
Yes.
A movie that doesn't get talked about like that often, I feel like. All the
Doesn't.
stuff I listen to, like people like it's and people probably that love it are like sitting here going like, that's my favorite movie.
Yeah.
But like the truth is, like, dude, that movie's amazing.
It really is.
Visual like spectacle.
Yes.
Like I showed Carrie and like we watched all of them. That's my fiance. She was like, oh my god, this looks amazing.
And it really does. And it not only does it look amazing, from the moment the movie, there's no dull moments in the movie. From the moment the movie starts, the character development, the acting's really, really good. They couldn't have picked a better actor.
Oh my god, he like
for Doctor Strange.
Like he within like an hour and 45 minutes, you go from despising the dude and being like, you're a piece of shit.
You're in the stands rooting for him.
Oh, you're like, this guy really came around.
You made a sign.
Doctor Strange, dude.
Yeah,
like, he's like his story arc, like he like did the whole Tony Stark arc, like that he went over in 10 years. That he did it in like a year.
Yes, that's something else I was gonna say. Like we saw character development very similar to Tony Stark.
Right.
But we saw it just at a much faster pace because it had to be.
It had to be a little
pace.
quicker, yeah.
Yes.
And we're bringing him, and like, thank God, dude, what a guy to have in these movies.
Yes.
Like he's already been in like 5 films.
Yeah.
If you really count him out, like he's been in, like he was in Thor Ragnarok.
Yep.
He's
I forgot about that.
Yeah, he played that little scene where he helps Thor and Loki find his dad.
Oh yeah.
Their dad in New Asgard.
Oh, I did forget about that. He keeps sending Loki through that
Dude,
infinite
one of the best
or whatever.
I'll just say it right now. Thor Ragnarok easily top 2 movies for me. Like, I mean, I don't know. It's hard for me to place them all, but like, dude, Thor Ragnarok is up.
There was a lot that happened in that movie.
Yeah.
And a lot that needed to happen. Visually stunning, soundtrack stunning, acting stunning.
Just the music is insane.
Storyline stunning.
You never want it to stop.
The way it rolls into Infinity War, dude.
Yeah, whenever you're watching those parts of the movies, and you're like, which we'll talk about how we're gonna watch these again because we're going to.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
That sequence, when you're getting up to Thor Ragnarok, that's when you're like, this is about to go down.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's so, I still get the chills like whenever like they're on the end of the ship. And
dude, yeah, I do too. And as a Marvel fan, when I got done watching that, I was mad. Like I was mad that I had to wait.
Oh wait,
like every Marvel fan is, right? But I was the most mad about.
That's how we were about all of them. Remember how bad it was waiting for like Captain Marvel was after that.
Yeah.
And we had to wait, and then like Captain Marvel was just like an in between movie. Like we loved it, but then afterwards we're like, God, we gotta wait again.
Yeah, we gotta keep fucking waiting.
We're spoiled rotten getting just to be able to watch them over and over.
On like, you just go to one app and you just go. All right. Okay.
Dude, exactly.
You're like, all right, this is cool.
so back to Doctor Strange, this great character. They set up this great universe, man, where he like beat what's his name, the Jamamu or
Dormammu.
Yeah, Dormammu. Like this like galaxy badass
being,
being like the size of like Galactus.
Yeah.
And like whips his ass with time travel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and you're like, oh wow, all this exists. It's like, okay, what is this second movie gonna be?
Dude, right. And not only does he whip his ass with just time travel, but it's like whips his ass with pure frustration too.
And like literally is like, this is all I have to do.
This dude this big galaxy being just gives up. He's like, man.
Don't get me wrong though.
This.
I definitely thought about like why he didn't do any of that against Thanos. Like he never. Like don't get me wrong, man. I hate even doing that, but like.
But it's the truth.
He had the time stone the whole time.
Yeah.
And like also they were fighting Thanos like 6-on-1 on Titan, and like talk about one of the most frustrating scenes of all time, right? Like they've almost got the gauntlet off. Like,
why do they just reverse time?
I mean, you got him held down.
Yeah.
How come at that moment, like he wasn't just like,
hey, in that moment though, in real life, you have to off Peter Quill.
why? I mean,
you can't have somebody making emotional decisions.
Tony
like
should have just blasted him.
He should have, dude. You cannot have somebody making emotional decisions
Like
ever.
And especially like he went to punch him he had the gun. I was like, dude, if I was Spider-Man or anybody, I'd been like,
yep, webbed him in the eyes.
Webbed him.
Yeah.
Just web him up.
You don't have to kill a guy.
Just web him up.
But just get him out of there.
Who do you think we're gonna see in Multiverse of Madness? I heard that we're gonna see Quicksilver, played by the kid that played it in X-Men.
Oh God.
What's his name? He's in like American Horror Story.
Is it Max?
I could look
his
it
first
up.
name Max?
We could look it up.
Yeah,
It's something like that. We'll look it up. We'll find out. But anyway, the like not the Quicksilver from Age of Ultron,
Which I'm okay with.
which I liked him too.
He was good.
But like I heard it was gonna be like maybe him, but I think that was a rumor. So who knows?
Which again, I mean, if that's the Quicksilver they use, there's the mutant because they don't use Scarlet Witch is technically a mutant.
And that's what you were saying, like about the Sony deal. It's like now it's like the time to bring in the mutant. So like who else? It's like all right, well, dude, Deadpool 2. I heard that or Deadpool. I mean,
yeah.
I heard this might be how they bring him in.
Oh God, that would be insane.
That whole situation's different too. I've heard that's like a weird situation. Like they're not rewriting the character, but like they're gonna pull him out of that universe or something somehow.
So they're gonna. That is weird.
Because his rules of time travel are different.
Mm-hmm.
That's
he has cables.
Cables.
Yeah.
He has cable and like the watch or whatever. Mm-hmm. So like I don't know if there's any truth to that. Like that was again, these are just rumors. I think at the end of the day they can do whatever they want. But like that's such a specific franchise that it'll be interesting to see what they do.
Oh, it's gonna be very interesting, and it makes sense that they would pull him out. Because they're gonna have to make them like Disney appropriate. We're not gonna see any more R-rated.
That's the thing.
Deadpool.
But I thought they saw the other. I thought that Disney said they would do in rated R.
Oh really?
Yeah, they came out and they said they would still do rated R.
Well, you know what? I'm all in because way Deadpool.
Someone fact check us, but like I think that's true.
Yeah, because the way Deadpool is made, the first two Deadpool movies are insane. They're immaculate.
Oh
they're
my God.
so good.
They're unbelievable.
And I don't think I could see a Deadpool movie without the cussing and the vulgar and Ryan Reynolds.
Just the way it is.
Deadpool.
He has made the character.
He was made for that character. Like Hugh Jackman was made for Wolverine. He was made for Deadpool.
Dude, got to watch going off on tangents. But I do know that I heard that they were bringing him back for Green Lantern in this new DCEU stuff.
And you know what? He wasn't bad in that.
That was
a good movie.
But if they bring him back, it's going to be like a different version.
Yeah.
And like if they're going to just redo it, and there'll probably be like one joke about it or something.
Because there's a lot of different Green Lanterns.
There's tons. There's like Hal Jordan's like the main one that I grew up with. I remember in the comic books. But there's John Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we'll have to talk about the live action stuff on the CW because we've always talked about that stuff. But like they're bringing in Green Lantern with John Diggle from he played the Guardian, I think Guardian. But that might be another character. But basically, Arrow's right hand man, Green Arrow's right hand man. That show ended, and now it looks like they're bringing in John Diggle as Green Lantern on TV.
That's cool.
Dude, the CW's figured it out. We'll get into all that.
Kudos to them.
Like you're gonna have to watch all of those.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Maybe that's.
It's a big undertaking. It's a big undertaking. I mean, you got to watch like 6 seasons of The Flash. You got Arrow 6 or 7 seasons, maybe more than that. You got Supergirl now.
Yeah.
You got DC's Legends of Tomorrow.
Dude.
Now you got Black Lightning, Stargirl. There's a lot of shows.
I'll tell you what, that sounds like something really good when we get a house here in a few months.
There
and
you
have
go.
a man cave.
You get it, yeah.
I ain't watching it now.
You got to do something like this.
Jamie put the kibosh on that. She ain't gonna be watching that.
You got that's for you time.
Yeah, dude, exactly.
And it's kind of weird too because it's good stuff, but it's also like for I feel like teenagers sometimes. Like there's a lot of proactive commercials.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is fine.
100% fine. There's like that on the Marvel cartoons as well.
Just like commercials for kids.
Yeah, I mean straight up like Nerf gun commercials.
Like toys.
Hot Wheel commercials.
Like Super Soakers.
You know what? They don't even trick me. They just make me feel so warm though. It's like goddamn, dude.
You like it.
I want to be 12 again.
Dude, I was talking about buying a Super Soaker the other day.
Dude, remember the ones that had the packs?
Dude, I had the Super Soaker 3000 when I was a kid.
Dude, you were the guy.
My dad, yeah, he was all about getting us the biggest. Like he was like I was like holding it like I was a kid. I was like,
Dude.
Like you pump it, and it would shoot you so hard. I swear, it like bruise you.
Dude, it's like this is like a laser beam. It's not
like
even water.
You're out to like destroy your friends.
You have a pressure washer.
Dude, it was bad. It was
that's
rough.
awesome.
Do you think we'll see Sam Raimi's Spider-Man in this movie in Doctor Strange 2?
Dude,
that's the question. Like, how far are they gonna take this stuff?
Right? I mean, I wouldn't mind because you know what, Tobey Maguire gets a lot of flack.
Those movies are awesome.
He was tell me Spider-Man 1 was a great. No, not Spider-Man 1. Spider-Man 2 was a great Spider-Man.
I like them all. I like them all.
They were good.
Like that origin. That's a great origin film.
They were good. The third one.
Yeah,
a lot going on.
It was weird.
It was weird.
It had a lot. Have you seen it? Have you seen Into the Spider-Verse?
Yes.
Of course, right?
Dude, with who's the guy that plays that? He's on New Girl.
Oh yeah, Nick. Well,
Yeah,
he plays Nick on New Girl.
I think his name's
Girl,
Jake or
but he
something.
plays the older, like chunkier Peter Parker.
Yeah, dude.
He's like, all right, let's do this again. I'm Peter Parker. I'm newly divorced from Mary Jane. I made a few bad investments on a Spider-Man burger
like, he's
shop.
just being realistic.
He's
man.
wearing sweatpants.
Yeah, dude. He's just being realistic, man.
Oh, he was like he was like teaching the new Spider-Man and the stuff in the movie, and they're breaking into this thing, and he goes, "This is a classic Spider-Man."
And it was Miles, wasn't it?
Yeah, Miles Morales.
Yeah, Miles Morales, dude. And you know what? That was probably one of the best Spider-Man movies.
Dude, it's unbelievable. I read all the time. Every time there's news for Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse 2.
Yeah.
I'm so excited because I've heard some like crazy rumors about this movie, like that all 3 live-action Spider-Man will be in it, like the Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland, and Tobey Maguire.
And you know what? They've all done a really good job.
They really have. They've all, and like Spider-Man, man, it's just a lot of Spider-Man in our lives.
Andrew Garfield was really good.
I thought he was great. It was I was always so confused by all these Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
Until Sony did this deal before the switchover and everything. Like whenever he showed up in Captain America: Civil War.
Dude.
What a moment.
Yeah,
when he was at his Tony Stark's at his house, like talking to Aunt May, I was like, "Holy shit, they did it!"
I tingled.
Oh,
I tingled.
You
man.
You had tinglies.
Yeah, the nether regions.
Feels.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
it was awesome. It was crazy.
You got the legit goosebumps.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
I got those a lot watching Marvel movies, of course.
It's always
because that's
like
what
that.
they do, right?
That's what they do.
They make you cry, they make you laugh. I mean, me and you cry like babies.
Yeah.
In game.
Yeah, in game, in the theater.
Literally, just two grown ass men crying next.
We
to
should
each
tell.
other.
We should tell everybody real quick. So, like for in game, dude, when we got a lot of Marvel friends, like you're gonna meet a lot of them. They'll all be on here. But like leading up to it being in theaters,
yes,
literally months in advance, I bought 16 movie tickets and sat them all together, reserved spots at my favorite theater, the AMC Esquire here in St. Louis in Clayton.
Yep.
It's got the reclining seats.
Shout out because that one is nice.
It's comfy.
It's very comfy.
You have so much space. Even with like the social distancing right now, I'd like if you like had a good entry system and stuff.
It's
and
not
like,
crowded either.
Yeah, you gotta like
It's a
you gotta
slept
figure out the slushies and soda and all that. But like like if you figure that out, I'd go see a movie there because you just wipe down the seat.
Yeah, 100%.
Anyway, we get all the seats and we all dress up and we go see the movie at 9 a.m. together. That's me, Adam, and like 14 of our closest friends, literally dressed up in outfits.
Marvel characters.
I'm wearing Peter Quill, Star-Lord.
Yep.
Dude.
I had the Hulkbuster outfit on.
I should be able to put some pictures in like right now.
Yeah.
Like I'll edit them in, so we'll just be going through them. But you were not just Iron Man.
I was Hulkbuster.
You're a Hulkbuster, like a kid's Hulkbuster.
I had a onesie on with a mask, with a plastic mask.
I was gonna say it's not like what. If someone's listening right now, it's not what you're thinking. It's not like he was in a Hulkbuster machine like Transformer. It was like it was literally a onesie that like was like capris on his legs.
Yeah, I didn't spend like thousands of dollars on this thing. We weren't going to Comic-Con. I wasn't trying to show out, you know. I just went to the local parties, Johnny Brock's, and got whatever they had left. It literally was capris.
Dude.
Remember I cut out the hole in the...
Yeah. So you
just go to the bathroom.
So you go to the bathroom a little easier.
Yeah.
So then we came back from the movie and actually got a barsicle.
Yep. Which was awesome.
Yeah, except for, I don't know if you remember this, me going up to the barsicle guy, and he's like, we're all in Marvel outfits.
Yeah.
And he literally goes, hey, you guys aren't going to be talking about the movie, are you? I haven't seen it yet, and I don't want to have any spoilers.
Well, hey, one dumb question token for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Because
I'm literally sitting there with, I literally had a mustache.
Yeah.
I literally was like, I had my mask on my head, and like I had like that blaster in my hand. And I go,
What the fuck
his name
else
was
were we gonna talk about?
Todd or Tom, something like that. I was like, Todd, I talked to your mom 3 times. His mom ran the company.
Yeah.
And I was like, I told her specifically, we're going to see the movie.
Mhm.
So whoever's driving needs to come prepared to hear it, and like hopefully you don't bring it like a Marvel fan.
Yeah.
And dude, she did the worst thing. She sent her son, who loves
Who's
Marvel,
a Marvel fan?
and he ended up putting in headphones.
I blame her.
I blame
I
the
bet her
whole.
name's like Pam.
Yeah, I think her name was Pam.
No, I blame Pam.
Wait,
dude.
but shout out to the Barcycle. That was fun.
It was a lot of fun. If you're ever in or any big city, I definitely recommend.
Yeah, I mean it's like it was good for what it is. Like it was
Yeah.
like 2 hours to like shoot the shit, have some beers, and talk about something.
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So shout out to those guys. But
Yes.
anyway, we got way off there.
Yeah, we did.
All right, Doctor Strange 2. Let's move on to the next topic here. I think we're about out of the Marvel stuff actually. Oh yeah, I mean,
Dude.
let's just talk about it.
Oh, I can't wait.
All right, we're talking about The Boys here on Amazon Prime.
Not us.
Not us, and not my friend Will over on Bussin' with the Boys. There's a hat over there that says "For the Boys." We're not talking about those boys.
Yeah.
We're not talking about some other boys. We're talking about the Boys on Amazon Prime.
Listen, if you haven't watched
Season
this,
2 coming
if you
up.
have not watched this, if you don't have Amazon Prime, get it for this and then cancel your membership.
Yeah, this is the moment to get it or find the friend that has it,
Dude,
because it really is like it's like an unbelievable show.
it is.
Season 1, no one knew what it was about. It was just like, here's superheroes, and you're like, okay, cool. I've heard of there's a superhero show, and they're like bad guys. That's what I heard about it. Dude, this show is deep.
It's very deep.
The deep.
Yeah, not to be confused with that guy.
The deep is
Yeah.
like the Aquaman of the show.
Literally.
Dude, the funniest, like one of the funniest characters.
Dude, this show is so well written.
It's just like, what is it? It's like the tone. It's like the grittiness.
The grittiness, it's how maybe superheroes would be governed if they were real. How they would maybe act.
Yeah, and
like
if
there's a lot of
the government stepped in,
there's a lot of reality to the show.
oh, it's like what would actually happen.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because the truth is, like, somebody's gonna try to hold superheroes accountable.
Like everything.
Exactly.
Like everything.
Like
It's-
everything.
it wouldn't
Did you watch the trailer yet?
No, I haven't.
It looks pretty dope.
Does it?
Yeah, you watch it.
Okay.
If you're out there in the real world, watch this season. If you haven't seen The Boys, like Adam said, you have to watch this show.
Yes.
This is a dark, gritty show. It's we're not going to spoil anything.
I'll give you my Prime account.
Yeah.
Like if you
We'll
want to
post
watch
it. We're gonna post post it on the website.
Yeah.
It is. It's like, and I really don't want to spoil it because I feel like a lot of people like haven't seen it. Like we have a lot of friends that have, but I also have a lot of friends that have like, what's that?
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it because it's like on Prime.
It is. A lot of people might not have Prime.
And it's not like Marvel or anything. It's just like these are just like original superheroes.
It is.
I assume there's like content maybe that drove it, like comic books or something.
Mhm.
Like somebody probably we should find that out. But the show, man, the acting is great, and
The acting is phenomenal.
they leave you at season 1 just like dying to have season 2.
Dude, the stakes. Each episode, the stakes are higher because some new thing is unfolding, some new thing that someone has to do to cover up this thing.
Right.
It's insane, man. It's so good.
Dude, it's good. It's coming out September 8th, I think. So we got a little like it's not too far. It's it's got to make it through August, which who knows what life will be like in August? Just another 6 weeks away. But
Yeah.
it's soon.
Mhm.
All right, let's see what else we got. All right, let's talk DC for a minute.
I'm with this.
Dude, there is so much news out right now. I'm gonna cover some of it that I know just off the top of my head. But with the DC, I believe it's known as EU, the DC Extended Universe.
Yes.
All right, so let's just recap real quick. Here we are, July of 2020.
Mhm.
So far, DC has tried to make some films. And like they're not, and like I'm not one of these people. You know me. I don't live in one side or the other. Like they're good films. They're not terrible.
They're not.
They're not great.
No.
You don't like wait. You're
They're
not.
not captivating.
They're not ending with you going like I can't wait for the next. You're just like
Yeah.
okay, that was Wonder Woman was great.
It really was.
That was the best one.
It really,
And,
really
like,
was good.
And that's in the category of where there was a Batman versus Superman.
Yes.
I mean, look at all my. I mean, Superman's
Yeah.
obviously like a crowd favorite, dude. Like
Aquaman was, or not Aquaman. Yeah, it was Aquaman.
Aquaman.
That wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad. It was
fun.
It was fun. It
Jason
was
Momoa
definitely.
killed it.
It was definitely like quirky.
It was really quirky.
Like they like let him like be like full on like goofy,
Yeah.
which like is fine. It also felt fake.
Do you think you think they're trying to have some of their characters air towards some resemble MCU characters? I think Momoa is a really good character that could resemble like a Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth is really good at being goofy in the Thor movies.
Oh, dude, they've
So
definitely gone like big names, you know.
Yeah.
Like they definitely went like Momoa, Affleck.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be honest, man. Like Affleck, he like really surprised me. So
I thought it was good.
So wrap up. So they make these movies. They ended with, you know, kind of like these last series of movies that like kind of ended us were Batman vs Superman. They ended with like a teaser of Lex Luthor teaming up with the guy with swords, Slade Wilson. Slade Wilson.
Yeah.
It's
Deadshot. No, Deathstroke.
Deathstroke. Exactly.
Deathshot's
They brought in
Will
Deathstroke.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's cool. Then they got Wonder Woman 84.
Mhm.
That was like gonna go back, which
Mhm.
I was like, okay. And then you have, of course, Justice League, and that's
Yes.
where we kind of ended up. And like, it just felt like it was okay. How many years? 2 years go by. All right,
Yeah.
2-3 years. I have to look at the exact date, but like, there's all these rumors the whole time
That
about
there's a better version.
this Snyder cut.
Yeah.
And like at first you're intrigued, and then you get
Yeah.
into it, and then like I was like, okay, and then like a couple months it's quiet, then it comes back around again. You're like, okay, well then it came back around again in the last couple months, and I see that HBO fucking picks it up.
Yeah.
All right, now we're like talking different stuff. Now I see that they've picked up Justice League Snyder cut. It's gonna be like 6 hours,
Dude.
and they've already hired the actors to come back and do reshoots.
Okay. I can fuck with that.
And they've already showed footage of like a whisper, like a voiceover of Doomsday talking with Gal Gadot playing Wonder Woman, like in some temple or something, and showing an actual footage of Darkseid. I said Doomsday, Darkseid,
Yeah.
with his army.
Dude.
Like that's all, like and then like HBO pops up.
And if you don't know, Darkseid's pretty much like DC's Thanos.
He's like the biggest.
Equivalent.
He's like Superman's baddest like foe, like
Yes.
one easily one of them.
Yes.
And dude, I'm telling you, like they already have like Watchmen on HBO, and I know that HBO like there's other movies that are still in the works. Like The Flash is supposed to coming out. So anyway, they got Affleck back for the movie. They got a lot of actors come back for reshoots, and then I hear on this news of The Flash that they got Michael Keaton to come back as a Batman character.
And you know what?
And like I say a Batman character because I don't know exactly what it's going to be, so I don't want to just assume it. I've heard it's his Batman. So if it's like multiverse, maybe.
Yeah, I think that like it's a little time. It's gonna have to be like that.
Yeah.
Because Michael Keaton's too old to play Batman now.
Right.
Unless they did like a storyline with like Nightwing. And Bruce Wayne's like that new Alfred, right?
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool.
Or do like a Batman Beyond.
Yeah, like a Batman Beyond.
Dude, you get like a modern day Batman Beyond on screen, like live action.
That would be kind of dope.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
You get like a futuristic Batman, and like you got Michael Keaton like being the guy in the cave.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be real. I mean, because Keaton killed it as Batman.
Oh, he's great.
Dude,
and he's also like he plays Vulture in the MCU.
Yeah, he does.
So like you got
a lot of people that played multiple.
I saw a thing about that last week about like there's a lot of like big name actors that have like got to play in both.
Chris Evans was the Human Torch.
Human Torch.
Fantastic Four.
Then we already talked. We already said Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, Ryan.
Green
Reynolds.
Lantern and Deadpool.
And he's had two takes at Deadpool. I mean, hey, first off, again, back to Deadpool. Thank you for that because you left us hanging in that Wolverine Origins movie.
Oh man. Well, we got to talk about it because we never got to talk about it on air. So.
Fuck that movie.
Yeah, I know.
Oh man.
And that's all we have to say about it.
Literally, that's it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you and fuck that movie.
Yeah, we just want to say thank you. I guess redemption.
Yes.
Can be. It can.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Because what you gave us for Deadpool and Origins was he looked like a dude that like is one of the game controllers at like a fair.
Oh my god!
Just looked like a Hoosier Deadpool.
Just
dude.
like definitely like running one of those stands.
He was beat, man.
Dude, and they covered his mouth.
Covered his mouth, and they put those little clown diamonds underneath of his eyes.
And he had laser vision.
Dude, whoever the fuck did that.
What the hell was happening there?
Get rid of that person.
Was that in again? This is where I need comic book experts on the show because did that ever happen? I guess there's probably a storyline where it did because like there's always a million storylines, but like that was fucked up.
Yeah, it was.
It
took me I remember the first time I watched that movie. It took me a second to register who that was.
Well, like in me, I wasn't even I didn't really ever follow Deadpool. There weren't really any Deadpool shows when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So like I was like they were like, oh, that's Deadpool, and I was like, oh, that's weird. But then, like, the more I learned about the character, and then especially when Deadpool, the first one, came out, I was like, oh my god, they really messed up this character.
Hell
Like,
no.
and like people, like I understand the outrage now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, it was so bad.
So we'll see what happens with Deadpool. I mean, I swear, if he drops into Multiverse of Madness, I'm just gonna lose it.
That's gonna be great, dude. Like, I'll be screaming in the movie theater.
That'll probably be one of those movies where, dude, that'll be exciting to go see these movies again. It's been a long time since we've seen an MCU movie.
You know what? I miss the movies in general.
Yeah.
More so the MCU. I know
what you mean.
Jamie and I were just talking about that the other day. Like, we were just sitting at the house, and she was like, I wish the movies were a thing right now. And I was like, I do too. Like,
Yeah.
I would kill for, like, some Raisinets and a like
Just a big thing of popcorn,
huge thing of popcorn.
like buttery popcorn.
Dude. And just watching a movie that I don't
soda.
know if it's gonna be good or not.
Get like a Dr. Pepper.
Dude, oh man, I love the movie theaters.
Dude, we would go.
We
I feel like we went like multiple times.
We did.
We've seen a lot of movies together.
It's because it's fun.
It is fun, and I mean, we saw Spider-Man: Far From Home. That was after Endgame.
Gets you thinking too.
Do what?
It gets you thinking too, right? If you
Oh,
go
yeah.
someone with that's like really, that's like you or like me, like we're
Yeah.
not just like watching the same like, what do you think about that? Well, it was just a movie.
No.
Like, no, like we're picking these things apart. We're finding these, plot holes. We're talking about the stakes in the movie and the character development. Like movies are very awesome. They're awesome.
Dude, speaking of this is a great segue because what I want to talk to you, like what I was really most I'm excited about all this. I'm already having like the most fun. I don't know about you.
Dude, I'm having a blast.
We're surrounded by superhero stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just funny. And also I'm realizing that like I didn't even do half the shit, so I was so excited. I got like more lights up here.
Yeah.
I got to turn on. We'll do that maybe after the break.
Yeah.
But one of the most things I was excited to talk to you about today is talking about how we want to do these watch parties.
Yes.
Because I'll just share with everybody what you and I have been planning and thinking about. We want to watch every movie in the MCU before. I mean, God, I was just gonna say before Black Widow.
Yeah, but I mean, shit.
We got Falcon and Winter Soldier in August.
Yeah.
So I mean, at that rate, you might have to go like 2 a week. So
Yes.
maybe we do a modified version. So we'll figure out the details. And maybe we do like, we do the big Avengers movies with like, I don't know, maybe we watch like Iron Man 1. We watch all like the first movies. We skip the middle ones or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's going to be tough.
There are a few that we don't have to see. Thor: Dark World.
Dark World.
We throw that one out.
Yeah, we could throw that out.
Yeah.
It's like we get it.
Maybe even the first Captain America.
That'd be crazy.
Like you might be able to do it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. If you're like talking honestly, the more you watch these movies, especially when you've seen them as much as we have,
Yeah.
Like I really do like think through. It's like I could go without those two probably. I could probably go without.
Captain Marvel, maybe.
Maybe without. That's so funny you say that because I have seen that. I think I've seen it 3 times.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't know if I need to see it again.
Side note: we had very skewed judgment at that movie.
Yeah, what happened?
I think we love that movie purely based off the fact that we got to see a Marvel movie, right? There was like
Because
a lot
we
of
were
correlation and
just
causation going on.
Right, we were just
Yeah,
excited.
We were just excited. But when we watched it again, we were kind of like, no, that one just kind of sucked.
Yeah.
I mean,
And-
it didn't suck.
Like, well, let's just talk about what sucked about it for us. Like for me, I feel like it's like one thing that's really simple. Like it's like just Brie Larson.
Yeah.
Because like the writing is good.
The writing's really good.
And like the jokes were hilarious. Samuel L.
Yes.
Jackson killed it.
Yeah,
You
and
got-
whoever played the head
Oh,
Skrull,
Oh, dude.
he was
What-
awesome.
What's his name that played Head Scroll? That
Yeah.
like unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then he was in Spider-Man. And I remember he's in Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Yeah,
if you haven't
spoiler alert
seen
if
it.
you haven't seen it.
Well,
we
actually,
won't
if
tell you
haven't seen
when.
that movie,
We won't tell you when.
that's your fault.
Yeah.
It's been out for years.
Yeah, if you're a real fan, if you're listening to this and you're this far in and
Yeah.
you haven't seen it, I'd be asking you why you're listening. But also like thanks for listening.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Like don't go away
100%, Yeah.
and like tell your friends.
Yeah.
But like also like what are you doing?
Yeah, don't just fuck us completely.
Like are you just like in the car going like what are these guys talking about?
yeah. Fuck these guys. They're ruining it all.
He thinks it's like he's like where's the mostly part? He's like I got the superheroes. Where's the rest?
Yeah. Dude, what does that mostly mean?
Yeah. Is there anything else?
Yeah, what the fuck?
He's like so far it's only been superheroes.
Yeah.
Like I said mostly.
Yep. Yeah.
All right, so we'll figure it out. But this is what I'm thinking. No, you can't really see the other side of it here, but we got a pretty good basement set up, and I'm thinking that maybe we could watch them here.
Yeah.
And do like we could do it live on like Instagram or something,
Yeah,
or
that
like,
would be
and
awesome.
even like YouTube. We could set up like 2 cameras, and like you and I literally just watch them live, and we've seen them all.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's not like we're watching them for the first time. We're literally going to talk through them as they're on.
Yeah.
And we're just going to talk, like, just like you've seen, like, the Russo brothers have done some of these. You know, you get a lot of directors that have been doing these watch parties during quarantine. They just literally talk through it.
Yeah, it's
and
just a fans commentary.
That's all it is. And,
That's
like, you and I just get together, maybe we get a few other people involved, and we try to commit to, like, one a week.
Yeah.
To where, that's an episode in itself, you know, where we don't do anything else other than just, like, the watch party.
I mean, both my feet are in on that.
All right, well, then let's just do it.
Yeah.
We'll come out with more details. We need to pick out a night. We need to pick when we're going to start, but we'll try to commit to, like, one night a week.
Yes.
Where we're going to do, or a day a week, whatever, whatever it is, squeezing in a 2-hour segment of just a watch party.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, that's nice because we can do it live, and we don't have to, like, record that. That's just people watching us.
Yeah.
Then it lives on internet.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
it's just
it.
like a Twitch or something. The dudes that play the video games.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of video games, this Avengers game.
We do got, we should talk about it. We got to talk about that and the new Spider-Man game.
Spider-Man 2, the Miles Morales.
Dude. So I don't even have a PlayStation.
I don't either. I have your old Nintendo 64. That's all I have.
That's your gaming system.
That's my gaming system.
I have you might be able to see it on the camera. There's a Guitar Hero up there.
Oh, nice.
It's for an Apple TV.
Nice. Hey, you know what I played the other night?
What?
Dance Dance Revolution. We went to Uptown. We went to Uptown Bar.
I thought you like had it in your living room.
No, we went to Uptown.
You know the mat you roll out?
Yeah.
I thought you were in your living room doing that.
We went to Drunken Fish, which shout out, because that place is so good.
Yeah?
Dude, and then we went to Uptown.
Yeah?
And we played Dance Dance Revolution.
Dude.
Jamie killed it.
Were you guys still, you still got it?
No, I don't got it, dude.
Were you breathing heavy?
It didn't make any sense to me. I mean, it made sense, right? It definitely makes sense. But it would make more sense if the arrow was lit up.
Yeah.
And not the screen.
So you want to look at your feet?
I want to look at my feet, man.
I don't know.
But at the
I don't
end of
think
the day,
you're
dude, I'm just a 31-year-old white dude that has no movement.
No dance move.
No
dance skills.
Dude. None whatsoever.
Yeah, because I feel like looking at your feet, that's probably like rule. Like they're like, don't do that. That's rule one.
Like she's just like jumping and like she's like killing it.
She's like doing backflips.
Yeah, it was like Save the Last Dance. She's like Julia Stiles out there.
Dance. Well, are you gonna buy a PlayStation?
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna have to.
And then I'm gonna have to, I think, or like we talked about, maybe share one.
Share one. I don't know if we go in on the 5, right?
No.
Costs.
I think you only need the 4. As long as you can play all the games. Like, can you play that new Spider-Man game on it?
Yeah.
If you can play the Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Dude, and you know what? They figured it out.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Have you played that Spider-Man game?
No, I've never played any of them.
Our buddy Micah has it.
And Luke has it too. Our buddy Luke.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, I sat at Micah's house one day he was just sleeping. I sat over there for like 8 hours and just played it, dude.
Was it dope?
Oh my god.
I read a thing today that people were saying that like the game is so well designed.
It is. Did you play any of the Arkham games?
No, I didn't, but I know they have a great reputation.
The Arkham games are awesome. The fight mechanics, the fluidity of the game, of the character movement, of everything is, I mean, it's unparalleled for a third-person game.
Wow.
I like first-person games. But for a third-person game, man, it is awesome. But Spider-Man, I digress, Spider-Man adapted a little bit from Arkham.
Yeah.
Like the fight mechanics and the combos, and dude, it's so good. The storyline.
Damn, dude.
Dude, it's so good.
Well, I mean, that, and then, okay, so we got Spider-Man, the original game, Spider-Man Miles Morales, and then I just watched that video you sent me, which we'll have to share that link out too, but the guy that got to see like the inside scoop of the Marvel's Avengers game. Yeah. And that game looks, I was with
bonkers.
That yeah, like it's the most complicated, like in a good way, the most complicated storyline where I'm like, I mean, the intricacy of like what you can customize on the Iron Man suit.
Yes.
So you can customize like all your weapons and the look and the feel
and your moveset.
I didn't even see that. I didn't even see that.
Dude, yeah, you can upgrade your moveset, that's crazy. You don't see that in games, man. You don't see, you see where you can update your suits and what you're wearing and things like that. But to be able to update your moveset so you're not just doing, some same boring, it's not like a button masher. Right. You're not just hitting X, and it's just doing what it does.
See, you have better gaming knowledge than me. Like, I don't even, I was thinking about, so you're actually changed. I remember that was in the video. They were like, your character will actually evolve.
As you evolve, as
the way that you play, and that your character
which is awesome,
will be different than the guy next door that's using the same Hulk.
Exactly.
That's wild.
You're not just gonna be, and that's gonna make I feel like that's gonna make the online gameplay a hell of a lot better. You're not just gonna be playing Frank in Philadelphia.
That's true.
Got the same Hulk doing the same shit.
It could be doing the same. It could be doing different stuff.
Yeah.
And then dude, just watching them play with Thor Iron Man,
Yeah.
Hulk. Like, it just all looks so good.
And like the special movements, the shots of the special movements, like when they get done. Did you see the one where Thor? You saw it because you saw the link.
No, I watched the whole
where
thing.
he uses the Bifrost.
Oh my gosh, okay, so I did not see that. I must have fast forwarded.
He has like the Bifrost as one of his special weapons.
What?
Like, dude, it's insane to like penetrate like unpenetrable bad guys.
He pulls the
Bifrost and just blows up this thing, dude. And
what
then
the hell?
The way he walks away, like they show like a face front shot of him like walking away, and he's just like got lightning going through him, dude.
Yeah,
it's insane,
dude.
It's so awesome. I really feel like this game is. I mean, it's gonna be great, of course, but I think a really really cool thing about this game is gonna be like the Spider-Man game. I think that this game is really going to captivate you into the character, like captivate you to the characters, as in we're going to see awesome character development. It's literally, I don't think it's just going to be okay, you did this level. I
read again. I gotta get better at writing all these sources down, but I read that someone had quoted that the original Spider-Man game for the PS4 is like the best movie that you can't buy a ticket to.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, you gotta like go in the game or like be at a friend's house to see it beginning to end. You gotta like play it.
It's so good.
And then it's just amazing. Like the storyline and everything looks great, and like it's fun.
It's so good. And like if you want to contest to that, just go to YouTube and just literally watch just the storyline. If you haven't played the game, just watch shots of the storyline.
Yeah.
Like they'll have the whole, whatever, it's like might be 2 hours long or something if you got some time, which everyone has time.
Right.
Watch it.
Yeah.
I guarantee you go buy the game.
Dude. All right, well, it's on the list.
Yeah.
But for a guy that just quit his job and started doing podcasts in his new fiance's basement, I got to like think through purchase decisions. So if we could maybe split that PS4,
I'd be down.
I think I might, maybe we get somebody else, maybe Carrie.
Maybe we just get on Facebook Marketplace.
We'll just see if somebody has one.
Someone's selling one.
Somebody is.
There's some guy out there that needs the PS5, right?
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to fucking sell his PS4.
Dude, all right, if you're listening right now and you want to sponsor this show in some way, like we'll review the games. Like you just got to send us Sony, listen up.
Yes.
Like we need this so that we can like put out good video content of us playing your game. It's for you.
Yeah, it's for, that's all we'd be doing is giving you
I
just
think
plug and play.
If anything, you should be asking us.
Yeah, 100%.
Like this is a nice offer.
Yeah,
for
if you
us.
hear this, like I hope one just
shows up
in my mailbox.
It shows up,
which I don't have a key to.
No. Well, we'll get it. We'll get in there.
Yeah. Well, I picked the lock.
All right, let's see what else. I think we're getting into the end of the serious shit. I think I had some fun stuff here at the end to talk about, if that's cool. Is there any other big stuff that you wanted to talk about today?
No.
Before we'll get into some fun goofy shit and just kind of get to the wrap up, because I feel like we've really hit the big.
No, this has been great.
Is it good?
Yeah, this has been great.
Like a decent agenda. I think the more we do it,
yes,
and the more we find the tone, we might start off with maybe we do Marvel Mondays where that's all we talk about, or we'll break up the first 20 minutes Marvel, next 20 minutes DC. We'll just see what we naturally gravitate to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, thanks for doing this.
Dude, thanks for having me.
This is so much fun.
Not even having me. I'm glad we get to do this together.
We're going to do this all the time.
And you know what? Hats off to you, man.
Oh, thanks a lot.
For what you did.
Dude, thanks.
And you're just contesting to a dude that's just trying to do his own thing.
Dude, fine.
It's not impossible.
It's not.
It's really not.
It's that follow your happiness shit and pay attention.
At some point in your life, you get to that point where you're like, you know what, fuck this.
Well, especially now, we're not gonna get into it. I have another podcast called My Turn, and we'll talk about some real shit on there. But we're in the middle of COVID. We're here in July. We're in the middle of a pandemic. There's civil rights movements going on.
It's weird. It's funky,
the world's on fire.
Yeah, it literally is.
And it's just you know what? It was time to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And look how much fun we're having just talking about our favorite stuff.
We're literally, like I said, we're doing what we do at a bar or a house party.
Yeah, man.
Just with
big
these black thing in front of my face.
That sounds like something.
Yeah, I can't say that.
You can say whatever you want. Hey, you said it.
Yeah.
And I recorded it.
Yeah.
All right, so some fun stuff I thought we'd end with. I just got a couple things here. We can talk about this maybe another time. Maybe watch Umbrella Academy.
I haven't.
Okay, so
is it good?
It's good. It's a different kind of show. But we'll save that for another time.
Okay.
Umbrella Academy. We'll cover a little bit of that just so you're listening. We talk about it. Doom Patrol. This is on DC Universe. They had season 1 last year. They're on season 2, and they just released a preview for it.
Is it good?
Really good.
Okay.
I'm gonna have DC Universe again. There's a couple shows on there I want to watch. I'll give you my login so that we can talk about this stuff.
Okay.
Because it's literally just me logged into it. It's It's like $7.
Oh, really?
Yeah. All right, so Doom Patrol. Oh, here, I have actually.
I'll just get rid of one of my ESPN Pluses.
You have multiple
Hey.
ESPN Pluses?
Hey. Shout out to ESPN Plus. I love
Yeah?
their app because I love being able to watch the fights. But you guys gotta get the streaming platform figured out.
Is it not working so well?
I shouldn't have to buy one every time I want to log in somewhere else.
Yeah, I remember like every time we get the UFC fight at the house, it was always kind of an ordeal.
Dude, I got one in Google Play, which I got rid of now that I switched to Apple. I'm an Apple guy now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Welcome to the iPhone world. That's new.
I had one on the Roku.
Yeah.
Because every time I would go to like the activate.com on your TV or whatever,
yeah,
it would just make me buy one through the Roku.
Yeah.
And of course I want to watch the fights.
Dude.
So I would just buy a new one. ESPN figured it out.
Well, dude, I mean, it's about time. Because, I mean, there were times where I remember we had to like buy like the $5.99 membership and like all that bullshit. But now it's just like you just buy the fight.
That's another thing.
That's
I shouldn't have to buy you know what? Make the fights $75.
Yeah.
Instead of 70.
Yeah.
Or 64. Or
64 plus the fee.
Yeah. Just make them 75.
Dude, it's hilarious.
People are going to buy them.
They're going to do it. People that want to watch the fights want to watch the fights.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, dude. Did you see this?
No, I haven't.
Zachary Levi, he played Shazam.
Oh, okay.
He's going to play Kurt Warner.
What?
He's playing Kurt Warner in this movie.
I don't know if I'm more in awe about him playing Kurt Warner or more in awe that there's a Kurt Warner movie.
I was hoping that you hadn't heard about this because I was like,
no, I haven't at all.
Like, there's a Kurt Warner American Underdog.
This sounds, I'm just going to say it. This sounds fucking stupid. This sounds fucking stupid.
Who asked for this?
No one.
Like, are you a sport? Like, I'm not a big football fan. Like, are you a big football fan? Do you love? Like, Kurt Warner has like a really rich history of.
I mean, he does.
Is it
sure.
like? But like, does anybody care?
I don't. But I mean, I guess other people do.
Dude, but Zachary Levi, who was in Thor movies.
Yeah.
And he was in, he's played Shazam, and he's gonna keep playing him.
He was in Thor's.
Dude, he played like one of Thor's friends.
Really?
Yeah, he played like one of the Princey. He played like.
Oh yeah. Hey.
I didn't mean anything by this, by Princey, by the way. I just felt like he was like very Princey, you know.
He was. He definitely was.
And he talked like that and all that shit.
Shazam was good.
Shazam was great.
I liked it.
I mean, Zachary Levi went all in.
They could have. I don't like that actor they used as the villain.
The villain, and also, dude, don't get me wrong, I love Zachary Levi, but like I felt like he acted more like a kid than like the kid actor, like the kid that played Billy.
But do you think that's part of his character?
Maybe, but yeah, well, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He plays a kid,
right? Yeah.
But I just mean like he was like more, he was more animated.
Yes,
and
he was
like,
more kiddish.
He didn't really seem like the grown-up version of the kid that he was coming from, because that kid was kind of boring.
Right.
In my opinion.
Oh, he was, but maybe there was like a.
Maybe that's why. Maybe it was on purpose.
Yeah, maybe there's a little like a metaphorical endeavor in there as well. Maybe it's like now that he's like this grown adult, it's kind of seems like that's what he wants to be. He's always running away. He's always doing things on his own.
Yeah.
Now that he's this adult with these powers, he's like, you know what? Maybe I miss being a kid.
Dude, that was it.
Yeah.
Remember how fun was it whenever they all turned into Shazam people?
Dude, it was so awesome.
I was like, this is really cool.
Megan Good.
Oh, so great.
Yeah.
Well, now he's playing Kurt Warner. Just say no.
Yeah.
And I don't think I have a screenshot for this last one. No, I don't, so I'll stop sharing this. But
this movie's gonna be like 40 minutes long.
Dude, that's what I was thinking. Like,
is it a movie or like a 30 for 30 and they just can't find Kurt Warner anymore?
Well, here it says biopic. So what's that? Is that like a documentary?
I guess, yeah.
Dude, another one that's funny. I heard that Jason Momoa, of course, Aquaman.
Yeah.
He's gonna be he's playing Frosty the Snowman in live action.
All right.
What do you think of that?
That sounds stupid too. that sounds.
That's
really,
real.
Yeah, that sounds really.
Oh,
stupid.
I didn't even. Entertainment Weekly. Thanks for that. I don't know if I gave kudos to you guys back here too. There's other articles, but it's in the video. But something like whoever told me about that Aquaman, that was a real treat. Like what the hell, Jason Momoa?
Like action-packed Frosty.
So no, so I guess it's gonna be live action, CGI, and he's gonna like be the voice. But like that, you can say be the voice.
Oh, okay.
But live action, you're Snowman. You're Frosty Snowman.
You are. Your face is gonna be Frosty.
Here's the question: is he gonna sing the songs?
I forgot about the songs.
Like all the songs.
Yeah. Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah. It was really full of snow.
Yeah,
I don't know the words, but when corn cob pipe and a butt like that, is he gonna sing that?
I hope. You know,
It's probably gonna be a wrap.
You know what? If I see that sounds like something I'm gonna have to just get really high to watch. Like just super.
Yeah, just get loaded.
I mean, all the way to the realm of the fucking planet.
Just you have to just be like on another plane of existence to be like, what is this?
I'm just be like in the vacuum of space.
You think it'll be like that movie Jack Frost, where Michael Keaton?
Oh, dude.
Michael Keaton. I mean, he played that Frost. I mean, he played Frosty basically.
He killed that.
And it was kind of a. I mean, it was all about the harmonica.
It's kind of a sad movie,
bro. We gotta watch. Shout out how did this get made? Podcast where they like talk about movies. They peel that movie apart. And it is the funniest thing.
Really,
dude, you should give it a listen.
Oh, I
will.
It's
the cast like most of the guys from The League. Remember the show The League?
Yeah, which is a great
show. It's like Andre, Jason Mantzoukas, the crazy hair guy.
Yeah.
They just peel apart movies, and that's one of their favorite ones they talk about.
'Cause they just rip it.
Oh, dude, it's like. And like it reminds you about the movie. You probably haven't seen it in a long time.
No, I mean forever.
Since you were a kid, probably.
Yeah, it's probably been 20 years.
Dude, we should pull that one out.
Dude, do you remember? Let's digress a little bit.
Sure, of course.
Do you remember going like to Family Video? Of course, everyone remembers going to Family Video.
Yeah.
Do you remember like seeing? Do you remember the scary Frosty the Snowman?
Yeah.
Dude, and like they had. I remember it to the T, man. The cover of the movie was like what was it when you turned it one way? It like made it was not like a hologram.
Yeah. It was like 3D.
3D-ish.
It was like a 3D, but like if you looked at it from another angle.
It was like a regular snowman.
I remember I worked at a movie gallery, which was like even like more of a knockoff than Family Video. And that movie, what was it? It was called Jack Frost.
I think it was Jack Frost.
It was called Jack Frost.
Yeah.
It's like an 80s or 90s film.
Never seen it. Always been
interested. But the cassette.
Yeah.
You remember twisting it and it being like a regular snowman.
Yes.
And then it like wanted to chomp at you. Dude, I remember that too. I bet like every person our age.
But man, I want like that's crazy to think though too. Like that's how they got you to like rent movies then. Because you didn't know. Well, if you like went to the movie,
if you were just going to walk around Blockbuster,
you didn't know. Like it's not like Netflix where we just watch a trailer and like that looks stupid. I'm not gonna watch.
Well,
that.
there were still movies coming out in theaters though.
Yeah,
and you'd still know like but there were also a lot of movies that were just there.
For sure, just like Netflix.
And you're right. Yeah, you're right. Netflix is just taking the store and put it online.
You literally had to say this looks good because of this, and not know anything about the movie.
Yeah,
this looks cool because of the cover's cool.
Well, you would walk through the categories.
Yeah.
And then you'd also look at like my favorite part about working at a movie gallery was getting to do Logan's picks because you'd always have a shelf with all the employees' picks. You'd have like dinner.
Oh, that's really cool.
So I get to like pick a movie every week, and like I had like always picked Chronicles of Narnia.
What a movie!
What a movie! I put it on like all the time when I was working. And that was a big no-no, and like my manager would always like stop putting that movie on, and I was like, I like it.
You played it 17 times this week.
I was like, listen, there's no one ever in here.
Yeah,
I'm like, I work in the movie store and there are 5 TVs in here. If you're gonna tell me I can't watch it, at least watch TV when I'm here. What are we doing?
Yeah, you're telling me I can't do the thing that we do?
Yeah, let me watch them so I can better sell the movies to people.
Yeah, it's like going to Taco Bell and be like, hey, don't make tacos today.
You can't make tacos.
Yeah, we're not doing that anymore.
You want tacos for lunch? Forget about it.
Yeah, fuck you.
All right, dude. All right, we digress. All right. I think that's a good episode.
I think it was.
Like, I mean, what are we? That's
we an hour in.
An hour, a little over an hour. Hour and like 20.
Dude,
it's pretty good. Feels good.
It feels great.
So we're gonna do this again. This is episode 0. This is like literally introductions. Hopefully you got a feel for us.
Yes.
We're going to be talking again. This is mostly superheroes.
And it's gonna be forever changing.
Always. Episode 1 will be different than this.
Yes.
Episode 2 will be different. But like we plan on, like I built this studio. We're here to talk.
Yeah, we are. We got a lot to say.
Dude, thanks again.
Dude, thank you for not having me. Thanks for I can't wait to do.
Thanks for doing this with me.
Yes. Yeah, I'm glad we get to do this.
And we're gonna have a lot more people to bring on here.
I can't wait.
We got so many people.
I can't wait, and they all have a lot to say about everything.
All right, dude. Until next time.
Until next time.
All right, see you.
See ya. Dude.
What do you think of that?
Dude, that was cool. That was fun.
Did you like it?
Dude, did you? I did.
Oh my God,
I loved it.